Christian, is it hard to stay sharp when you go through practices, games get canceled, and you've only played 4 games in the course of whatever it is, 8 or 9 weeks? Is it hard to stay sharp?
Uh, I wouldn't technically say it's hard to stay sharp because we go good on good enough to know our receivers and our offense is pretty good too. So we go good on good a lot, and Coach Money makes sure that we stay fresh a lot too. So no, I wouldn't technically say it's tough to go.
So you would say that you're able to see the team make the kind of improvement a team usually makes through the course of the year, even though you haven't been able to play on Saturdays as much.
Yes, sir. We definitely make an improvement. We still need to, improve a lot on all 3 phases. But you can see it coming along. As long as we play all 60 minutes every game, I feel that we will be a good team.
We normally ask offensive guys, quarterbacks and receivers, how difficult it is to find rhythm when you're not playing. From a defensive perspective, what's maybe the more challenging thing? Is it still a rhythm thing, or is it what is the more? Is it simply tackling because you're not doing much tackling in practice? I guess what's the main thing that you lack when you don't get to play in games?
I would say tackling is definitely a huge part. We barely get to tackle in practice. Rarely do we ever tackle. So, just having the fundamentals down, like what angles to take and how fast, do I take this angle and I'll tackle, how to tackle at this angle, things like that. But I feel that we all, we're comfortable back there, So, with that being said, it's football. You got to tackle. So you got to go out there and you just have fun doing it.
I asked Coach this, and I'm not sure if I got asked in the last one or not, but last year we kept asking you guys, what's the morale of the team like after losses and stuff? And now I find that we're asking you guys, what's the morale of the team after getting games canceled? Is it you still feel like the attitude of this team is still pretty positive, or are you guys still getting frustrated when these games are getting taken away from you?
We get frustrated, but we're positive about it. We know what happened before. What was going to happen before the season started. We all talked about it. We talked about it as a team. We knew that COVID would, have some complications here in the season. So, it's not really frustrating as much, but long as we still get to play games and, go out and compete another week, it's cool.
Being from Dallas, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Being from Dallas, is this a game where a lot of the guys on the other side? Is this a fun game for you?
I know a couple of guys on the other side. I was actually recruited by SMU at first, and I came here. So, yeah, I know a couple of them. It will be a fun game just because we got a lot of friends back home that know each other. So, just because I don't know them, I know people that they know, and it'll be a fun game for that reason.
Do the guys in your locker room, you think of SMU as maybe Tulsa's biggest rival in the conference?
I wouldn't say we think them as the biggest rival. We approach every week trying to go 1-0. Every team is the same. But we went out there last year and we didn't give a good fight for 60 minutes. So this year, hopefully we give a real good fight for 60 minutes.
With the game Saturday being postponed, I was wondering if you watched their Temple game or how many of their games you've seen so far. And your coach was very complimentary of some of the new guys, the new weapons SMU has. But James Prochet is gone, and they lost their top running back and received injuries. What's your perception of the SMU offense, or what concerns you the most about the offense you're going to face Saturday?
Yeah, they have a pretty dynamic offense. They have weapons, and then every year, just scholarship athletes. We all on scholarship. So at the end of the day, we have to, step up to the plate and play ball. So, yeah, they have a pretty good team as well. And, I'm just ready for the game this Saturday.
Last year's game against SMU was one of those heartbreakers. You guys had a couple of, I think you're up 21 in the fourth quarter. Having a game like that you feel like got away from you, is that motivation this week going into SMU, or do you just put that behind you?
It's a new year. We look at it as a new year, and it's a new week to go 1-0. We don't really look at the past and, dwell on the past too often. We try to go 1-0 every week, and that's what we're going to do this year.
Any other questions for Christian?
Just one real quick. When we talked about the schedule changes, is it more frustrating? Not that you're losing games, but this isn't you guys. It's the COVID issues with separate teams each time. Does that make it more frustrating that it's so out of your hands?
It's kind of frustrating, but we know the protocols. COVID is a virus that we can't control it. We don't know how it came. We don't know anything about it. So I mean, as long as we all stay safe and we try to stay safe, I just hope that we can get to Saturday games and Friday games.